Hello and welcome to another Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. It's the Motorsport.com Northwest MX Series presented by Thor. And getting a look here at Horn Rapids outside of Richland, Washington. This is going to be round 4, moto number 1 here in the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. Again, Rockstar putting up some cash for all the pros at the end of the year is going to be given away as we get ready for this moto number 1. Great weather up here in the Pacific Northwest and down onto the starting line. Concrete starting line for the guys here. Tommy Week, Alex Harville, Brad Nodditt, Dylan Summerlin, Joey Dominguez, Chris Howell, Neil Allen, Jake Anstedt, Mason Holt, Trey Segal all on the line here, along with Sean Wilson, Greg Crater, Brad Ludwigson, Eric Denning, Eric Musling, and Colin McGee all making it out here for round number 4. This happening outside of Richland, Washington. We get ready to go here on that long concrete gate. You got to head out and over the gate through the concrete, and then you're going to drop into Richland sand here. As you can see, we got a couple different camera angles here in the first corner. 30-second board is down. Gate's down now, coming towards the starting line. Look at that, Tommy Week on the inside. Is he going to get it though? Ooh. Gets pushed out. Yeah, he's going to grab the hole shot on the 331 Honda. And look at that, the Yamaha mounted rider. I believe that is the 851 of Allen. Allen was looking good so far this weekend and fast aboard that Yamaha. And he is right on Tommy Week's rear fender. Brad Nodditt there in third. He was the one battling with Week coming into that first corner. And this part of the track as they step on, man, Tommy able to get that being out there on the track earlier. It was definitely that's a sketchy part of the track because that could send you in all kinds of wrong directions off of that. So your leader, Tommy Week on the 331 Honda as he makes his way through the S-turns here. A couple of riders able to double that earlier on we saw in practice. So we're going to see if that's going to happen as they come in here into the grass section. And they are going to come around the tires and back down, step over, and make that right-hander over that motorsport.com step over and around the Duval anthill. Now into the center part of the track here at Horn Rapids. As you can see here on board with Summerlin, battling out with Sean Wilson on the number 14. Wilson's going to go to the outside. Summerlin's going to try to go to the inside, make something happen aboard his KTM. To come into the final rhythm section here before the finish line here at Horn Rapids, they're going to make that right-hand turn and head over that motorsport.com finish line. Final jump on the track here, the tunnel jump to head back onto the start. Now back up to your leaders around and through that motothenorthwest.com hole shot and through the first few corners. Tommy Week showing all of his skills here in moto number 1, his 450 Pro action in the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, part of the Motorsport.com Northwest MX Series presented by Thor. Travels all over the northwest part of the United States, and 10 total rounds will determine the champion, but then also we have a lottery here for the pros. Doing their racing throughout the season here, the 2016 season. As we are on board with Brad Nodditt here, chasing down Allen on the Yamaha as they head towards the middle part of the track, back to your leader. And there we go. So Week trying to step over that little double. If they get that berm built up a little bit before that, you'll see them be able to step over here at Horn Rapids. Some of the sandier section there on the right. Man, back in the day, this track used to be so deep. A lot of the soil's been pushed around and in different spots. It's a little more square edge now, but definitely the place to be in early spring here in the Pacific Northwest in the southeast part of Washington. So can Allen hold off Nodditt on that number 18 Honda? Getting ready to race the Canadian Motocross Series, going to be happening later on this year for him. But man, as they come through back onto the start. Now here's another look at coming into the first corner. Some S-turns trying to square off that corner. Man, Allen gets a little bit sideways. Nodditt with a little bit more momentum around the outside. Still a couple of bike lengths though supporting him as they head around that back straight and around the sweeper. They drop down on the bottom. Man, look at the speed by Nodditt coming right up onto the rear fender of Allen on the Yamaha. They're going to come down and make that right-hand corner. So Allen protects the inside And look at that, Not It trying to wheelie and hop over. Now you saw Week, he was able to step on to the top of it on that first lap. So I don't know if Week's able to do it every single lap, but you definitely see how that definitely gained him some time there. And there he's also trying to sneak over the top of that. So here we go, Not It in second. Oh, wow, back to Musling. Man, Musling having all kinds of problems. And swapping, legs coming off. And he's right behind Wilson here. Look at that. Wow, he almost loses the front end and it actually high sides him. And luckily he was not right in front of the other leaders. Now here is Harville on the Suzuki, as it looks like he is now behind the number 10 of Dominguez. So another couple of the pro riders here as they're battling out for position, cutting over that Duval Anthills. You can see the beautiful tower from Richland, Washington in the background there in that last shot. They're bringing that tower in, and man, it's a great place to call all the action and do all the business side of motocross. Now back up to that battle for a second. Not It tries again around the outside. He grabs a little bit more momentum, and he's about a bike length closer than he was last lap. Look at that. Wow, he overjumps that. Now he's right on the inside of Allen, pushing him hard down into that little double step over as the braking bumps continue. Oh, wow. Wow. Allen with a big mistake. Man, he gets a little bit sideways. Let's see. Oh, look at he bounces. The rear end bounces wrong, and man, it throws him sideways, and the dirt is flying. Not It says, thank you, I'll take that spot. Later on, Allen gets up as he survives another one here in the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Racing. Now there's the 222 of Chris Howell aboard that JMC Husqvarna. So he's able to sneak up into, third spot now as Allen crashes out. And Not It here on the number 18 is trying a couple new lines, drifting across the inside over some of the ruts, trying to find some traction here. Is back to the next battle. So here's Wilson, and now the Dominguez and Harville battle has caught the number 14 of Sean Wilson. Sean going around the outside, and Sean's definitely a rider that knows when he has to be fast, and he knows those sections of the track that he doesn't have to, a little more one line, so he can kind of catch his breath. But Sean been in the pro scene here in the Northwest for a long time, and good to see him back out here racing as he took a couple seasons off. Back to the Not It battle. So Not It in position number 2 as Tommy Weeks still out in the lead, and here is Howell on the 222. And so Howell also slapping the front of that table as they continue around the track here at Horn Rapids. So not too much time left in this moto. Can Wilson, so look, Wilson's still holding off Harville, watching it all go down here. Wilson goes down to cover. Dominguez goes to the outside. Wilson able to hold him off there. What's going to happen here in the next left-hander as he goes down and covers his line? Dominguez tries another line around the outside, and they're able to hop over and into that S-turn section. And they're able to get around him there, and Harville fights right by him also. Now Harville still on the rear fenders. He's been eaten roost by Dominguez for laps. And look at that, and then Dominguez makes the mistake. Harville able to get by aboard the Suzuki with the big, bright pink handguards. And, man, your world record holder right there for jumping a dirt bike from ramp to dirt. And you're seeing him do a little bit of dirt bike racing here in round 4. It's the first moto of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series at the Motorsport.com Northwest MX Series presented by Thor. Now back up Summerlin on board, as you can see how he tried to get over the top of that, but was not able to do it. And you can see a lot of sand and Richland all over the lens of this GoPro camera as Summerlin on the number 430 KTM. And he's trying to find a few lines as here we go back up to the battle for second. And Not It able to hold on. As you see, there's Wheat come off in first. And Tommy Wheat grabbing first, Not It in second, and Hal in third. So Summerlin not able to get by Jake Anstedt though, and the rest of our riders finishing up here in the Rockstar Energy Drink.
All right, down here on the podium, get a quick word from Tommy Week, man. Again, crowd favorite on that 125. Everybody loved watching you out there. But again, just your line choice. Talk about how it's so nice to get out front where you can choose those lines and really get creative out there on a track here like Horn Rapids. It really, I guess, it makes you thrive out there in front, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The track's unique, the sand texture, and it's your riding style. You know, your riding style is who you are. You're creative and make it what you want it to be. So, you know, I love being unique with it and trying to find cool lines and not hitting the same rough line that everybody else is hitting. If you move 2 feet over, you guys would be amazed at what you'd find. Track's cool today. It's still a little bit slick. I can't wait to see how it develops throughout the day.
Now, is that something you teach? Your Thrive is your riding school, right? Is that something you can teach those kids? Is how to find those lines?
Absolutely. You know, that's one of the benefits of my Thrive is I'm still a current pro racer and obviously can still do it. So to be able to ride with my students, you know, obviously I have my 125 that I ride with the younger kids and a bigger bike if necessary. So, you know, being able to really push a kid to the next level, I think is mandatory. Having that know-how skill on the bike and being able to ride with them.
There you go, man. Real quick, who do you want to thank for putting you on top here?
Motorsport Hillsboro. They're one of the biggest for me. I can't thank them enough. Fly Racing, 100%, 60 helmets, Def Family, Rhino Power, you know, Pacific Racing for putting on their great race.
There you go, Tommy Week picking up Moto #1 victory here in the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series.
Open, exposing organs, then remove them in order of most importance. Same level, you must be joking. Wanna sit and say that my style is the poorest, but if it is whack, then I don't wanna know what yours is.
So we can do this if you want to, but even if you win, I'll be that ghost that can haunt you. So go ahead with your pen and mend your angry letters in your bedroom, pretending you could do it better.